Here we go. Breaking news. The Giants and Super Bowl winning quarterback Russell Wilson have agreed to a 1 year, $21 million deal.
What a joke.
Wow.
Let's go.
And that is according to Adam Schefter. It just went down right now. It is including $10.5 million guaranteed.
Okay. Yeah.
That man couldn't cook a cup of noodles, Eric. He's done. He's just going out there.
I have a feeling Daniel and I have a new bet coming.
Oh, if it's against him, I'll take that one any day of the week.
Can I say it now? For Hard Knocks, I want the Giants. Famous Jameis and Russell Weirdo. I want them both.
They're going to kill each other coming out of training camp. Who's going to be more positive?
We might as well get into it since this was one of the questions we had on that we were going to talk about. So I guess we should just talk about that.
Let's talk about it from this angle, from the Russell Wilson angle. Eric, what does this do for the Giants?
I think it gives them a competent quarterback that can come in and run Brian Daboll's scheme. Russ is going to take care of the football. Is he going to make explosive plays? I mean, that's been kind of the criticism of him. When you watched him play with the Steelers, is he willing to kind of take the risks in order to create those explosive plays and kind of put himself out there a little bit? Obviously, the movement skills are diminished. It's different. But, remember, this is the place where Russell wanted to go initially. It was one of, his teams that he was interested in. He took the trip to New York before he went to Pittsburgh. So it was always a possibility that he's going to wind up there. Certainly his wife is liking the fact that he's in New York. That's going to help her career. It's going to be Go Giants instead of, Go Steelers. But I think it makes sense. And I think it really speaks to the desperation of that regime.
Yep.
They have to have answers. They can't go with what they went with the last couple of years with, DeVito and Daniel Jones. And you can say a lot of things about Russell in terms of, who he is as a person, his character, and all the cringy things that he does on social media at times. He still knows how to lead an offense. The Steelers made the postseason and went on a run. Obviously, they struggled at the end. But, to
be fair, Justin Fields won 4 of those games.
Okay, but when Russell got in there, they went on a little run. And then obviously, struggled at the end.
And they went on a lose.
That was more of a crawl.
But I do feel like he can go in there and play competent football. Will it be enough to get past the Eagles and the Commanders in that division? I doubt it.
Oh, that's gonna be glorious.
And I think it also makes them interesting having Russell as a quarterback.
I'm wondering how long it's going to take Malik.
That's what I was going to ask you. Dan, what do you think Malik, what's going through his mind right now?
Dude, there's no way he's like, oh, wow, we got I'm sorry, but the way they try and hype this man up as a quarterback winning or a Super Bowl winning quarterback and all this stuff, to me, it is true. But at the same time, that's like masquerading and moving the parts. You know what I mean? That's like playing that's like doing some illusions. That's what's it called? Parlor trick type stuff. This guy hasn't looked good since he left Seattle. Denver was a shit show. Part of it, Nathaniel Hackett and everything else. Shit show. Hey, Athir, shout out.
Appreciate it, Athir.
Then when he got to the Steelers, it was a shit show. The guy forgot how to play football. He's running and slides with the game on the line, and that sealed whose fate right there? I forgot, or it made it interesting between them and the Bengals. I don't remember. Yep. But he literally lost the game because of time management. I don't think he's thrown as well. So what they better hope they put some God-tier offensive linemen out there to get a run game going, because I don't know if it's going to be enough. I wouldn't doubt that the Giants, have another 3-game win year or something like that. But I don't know if this adds a lot to it. Hell, I might throw Famous Jameis. He at least can sling it. He'll turn the ball over like a mother, but the guy can at least sling it whenever he decides to wake up that day or let God into his heart.
You'd rather play Jameis than Russell?
You're telling me there's a difference right now?
Yeah, there's a big difference.
No,
one person doesn't just take the ball and hand it to the other team.
Well, that's what I'm saying. With Jameis, okay, if someone could teach him to throw to the right color jersey,
come on now, he's been playing for almost a decade.
Yeah, but I mean, like, what are you
still
gonna get
hasn't
out of
learned.
Russ? What are you gonna get out of Russ? You're not gonna get anything out of Russ. It's not gonna be what people think it is. I'm telling you, he's not gonna have
So
a good year.
what do we think? What do we think the Giants are going to do with 3?
Yeah,
Travis,
Well,
it seems like a
I-
I'd
Travis
still
Hunter.
get a quarterback. I'd still
No,
get
I
a quarterback
think they're
if you
taking
like.
Sanders.
If
They're
you
gonna
like
take who?
someone, yeah.
I think this leads me to believe that they're taking Sanders and that Russell is just there to kind of mind the ship until Sanders is ready to play.
But you're going to have
I
Tommy
think you still
DeVito.
do.
Wow.
You can cut DeVito. I don't know how much guaranteed money they gave. I mean, that's you can cut Jameis. I mean, that's not a lot of money in the league. So I just think those guys are placeholders until they actually get the guy they want, whether it's Sanders or Jackson Dart or somebody else in the draft. But they need a real guy that they can develop and
they
say
need an answer.
this is our future. Russ is just a guy that is an expensive piece, but it's funny because when Russell earned the job with the Seahawks, they signed Matt Flynn to a 3-year, $21 million deal. Essentially, he's the Matt Flynn for the Giants in this situation, and they're probably going to draft his replacement, and that replacement could be at the start of the season. He could be a $20 million guy holding the clipboard, or he could get 6 to 8 games and eventually be replaced. But I know it's a lot of money. 20 million is nothing to shake a stick at, but it doesn't guarantee that he's going to be the guy for the full season.
So Darius Slayton just tweeted out, Giants country, let's ride.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
It was nice of Russ to cut and paste that into a text so he could tweet that out.
Oh my God. That's not going to end well.
If you're Daboll and the GM, like, you're on thin ice already. But and obviously, out of all of us, you've had the most time with Russ, Eric. Are you okay if you're the Giants with Russ developing and trying to help Shedeur Sanders?
Would you rather it be Russ or Aaron Rodgers?
Give me the doctor. The doctor play at a high level for a lot longer.
Jordan Love goes out of his way to hype up Aaron and to say, hey, Aaron helped me a lot. So see, that's kind of a toss-up right there, because at least you know what you're going to get out of Aaron. I mean, you know what you're going to get. With Russ, you just don't know because you don't know how he is behind closed doors. And then you have all the Seahawks players, the Legion of Boom, all these guys coming out saying that he was fake and that he isn't who he really says he is and all that stuff.
I would say the opposite. I mean, you absolutely know what you're going to get with Russ. Russ has been the same guy since he's been in the league. You might not like it. I mean, he's not really genuine, but I mean, he is who he is. And so the thing with Russ is you kind of have to separate who he is away from the facility and all the stuff he does, like in his personal time. Like if he comes in and plays like he's capable of playing when he was, with Seattle, then you're good. Or played what, the first couple starts he made with the Steelers. I think you take that. It's just, when he refuses to throw the football and pats it in the pocket, or he just doesn't doesn't try to make those explosive plays, is, when he has issues.
How do you think he'd do in this Brian Daboll offense?
I think it's a good fit. I think Brian will tailor the offense to fit Russ's skill set. I think he's shown that he can do that. The year that Daniel Jones had when they went to the playoffs, and we thought Daniel Jones actually was a serviceable NFL quarterback. If you can get Russ to play at that level, then maybe you have a chance to win 8, 9, 10 games. But again, I think the possibility of that happening, is low.
They're going to go Ashton Genty.
I think they're taking a quarterback. I don't know if it's at 3, but I think they're taking a quarterback early.
I think like even taking a Shedeur, who knows how that's going to work. Russ is going to try and come up to tell him something. He's going to say, shut the hell up. I'm getting coached by Brady. What the hell do you know?
I know they just did Hard Knocks, but imagine if they...
That's what I want.
If it is Shedeur...
That'd be good.